somebody said something. Okay, we'll do the thing, guys. Flow. We're flowing. Just flowing with it.
Flowing with the flow.
Flowing with the flow. Wendy, I'm happy to see you here. Just take it easy on your knee. Do whatever you got to do.
Thank you.
Baby knee. Okay. Oh, there's a cutie Ruby in the background. Okay, I pin myself, and then I'm gonna mute you all. You guys are really good at muting yourselves, but just in case somebody hops on or okay. Let's do it. So let's just start. Let's start today, you guys. It's kind of funky, but let's start in a forward fold. So just come to the top of your mat. And maybe you want to take your feet out a little bit wider. Maybe you want a ragdoll pose. So make this a gentle forward fold, maybe a bigger bend in your knees than usual. You can kind of let your upper body bob or sway or bounce. Take some big deep breaths. So a couple big inhales and open mouth exhales. And then as you're ready, just start to roll. So let your arms and your head be heavy and really, really, really slowly roll all the way up to stand. And then once you're standing, just find mountain pose. So either arms by your sides with your palms open, or if you prefer, you're welcome to bring your hands to your heart. And just close your eyes. Make sure all of your toes are facing forward. So maybe you want to open your eyes, look down at your feet, adjust if needed. So with your eyes closed, feel yourself standing just with so much awareness. Feel your feet rooting down. Crown of your head drawing up. Shoulders nice and broad, collarbones nice and broad. Soften through your face. See if you can feel into a more neutral pelvis and spine. And then start to turn on your Ujjayi breath now if you haven't already. So as you stand with awareness, those big spacious inhales move into every little space inside of you. And exhale all the way to emptiness. So just be here and breathe for a moment. Next time you inhale, take your arms to the sky. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Do that a few more times with your breath. Inhale, reach your arms up. If you have space, out, around, and up. And exhale, hands to heart. So just connecting breath to movement. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart. One more time like that. Feel the mobility of your shoulders. See if you can keep everything neutral. Your spine and your pelvis stay neutral as you reach. And exhale, hands return back to heart center. This time, inhale, arms up. And as you exhale, forward fold, slow dive down. So you might bend your knees as you take your dive. Inhale, lift halfway and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Top of your push-up, inhale and push the ground away. And then exhale to slowly lower. Inhale, lift your heart, back bend of choice. So you can stay as low or go as high as you want. Exhale, down dog. Great big inhale into your dog pose, lengthen. And exhale, look to the top of your mat, step or float, forward fold. Once you've arrived, find your halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, release. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, rise up, arms to the sky. Hands to heart, exhale. Let's flow just like that. Couple more rounds, sun A's. Inhale, reach. Exhale, take your dive. Breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. See if you can keep that exhale going or even hold empty as you lower. Back bend of choice, peel your heart open, breathe in. And take your hips up and back, down dog, breathe out. Stay in your down dog as you inhale, push into the ground, lift your sit bones really high. Exhale, look forward, however you want to get there. Top of your space, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, release. Press into your feet and rise up, arms reach up, high mountain. Hands to heart, exhale. We've got one more time, just like that. Make it a moving meditation. Inhale, high mountain. Slow dive as you exhale. Feel your connection to center. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. You can take it on your knees if you would like. Lift your heart as you inhale. Lift your hips, down dog. This time we'll hold in our down dog. Ujjayi breath. Inhale your right leg to the sky. And exhale, step your right foot through low lunge. You choose crescent lunge, or if you'd like to set your back knee down today, feel free. Lift your arms up. Lift your heart up. Lift your gaze up. Whether your back knee is lifted or on the ground, square hips. Slow, deep breaths. One more inhale. And then exhale, hands come down. Let's add a little twist. Back knee can stay on the ground, or you can lift it up. Right arm to the sky. So open up through the right side of your heart. Hug in with your inner thighs. Twist from your center. Deep Buddha belly breaths. Good job. One more round here. Hold. And then end of your exhale, release. Step your back foot forward, forward fold. Bring your big toes to touch, little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl, tiny little potato bug ball. Your heels can press towards the ground, or your heels can lift up high. You might wrap your arms around your shins and give your legs a big squeeze. If this doesn't work for your knees today, just hang out in your forward fold, totally fine. Take about 2 more breaths in your tiny little potato bug ball. Breathe into your back body a lot. And then next inhalation, halfway lift. So heels down, spine long. You can widen your stance if you like. Exhale, fold. Rise up, arms to the sky. Inhale. Now listen, exhale, side body stretch to your right. You can make it your own. So maybe right hand comes to right hip. Maybe you grab hold of your left wrist. Maybe you interlace your fingers. Just breathe into that space on your left side. More weight in your left foot. One last deep breath. Back to center, inhale. And then exhale, other side, side body stretch. Again, you can make it your own. You might grab right wrist. You might bring left hand to left hip for support. Maybe a yin yang variation. And then lots of weight in right foot, like a crescent moon shape with your body. Last breath. Inhale, back up, reach. And exhale, slow dive. Flow with breath. Lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Move through your vinyasa, or you're welcome to skip it if you'd rather. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot through, low lunge. And then crescent, or bring your back knee down if you'd like. Rise when you're ready. Lift your upper body, lift your heart. Lift your gaze. Hips are square. Soften through your face. See if you can soften through your shoulders. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hands come down. And again, back knee can lift up or stay on the ground. Add your twist. Left arm up, open through the left side of your heart. And breathe all the way down into your belly. One last round in your twist. Use your exhale to work your twist. And then end of your exhale, unwind. Step your back foot forward, forward fold. And then tiny little potato bug ball. Once again, get small. Big toes touch, tuck and curl. Breathe into your back body. If you'd like to modify, you can hang out in forward fold, or if there's something else that would work for you, you're welcome to take that instead. Couple more rounds. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, bow, fold. Root through your feet and rise all the way up, arms reach. Hands to heart, exhale. We're gonna flow through that now, breath to movement. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, slow dive. Halfway lift position, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga or skip it. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, down dog. Right leg high, breathe in. Exhale, step through. Inhale, crescent, right back knee can come down to modify. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, twist, right arm to the sky, open. Exhale, let it go, step forward, forward fold, or tiny little potato bug ball. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, fold and bow. Rise all the way up, arms reach up. Side body stretch to your right. You can change it up if you want. Through center, inhale. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center. Slow dive down as you exhale. With your in-breath, lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, chaturanga, step back, lower down. Back bend of choice, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Three-legged dog, left leg high, inhale. Step forward softly, exhale. Rise up, back knee can stay on the ground if you want, breathe in. Exhale, hands down. Revolve lunge, add your twist, left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, unwind, step forward, tiny little potato bug ball or forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet all the way up, rise, arms reach. Hands to your heart center, exhale. We're gonna do it again, but I'm gonna add on this time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, chair pose, sit back. Stay here, take one full round of breath. Maybe sit just a little lower. As you inhale, back to high mountain. Option to lift to tiptoes. Option to stay on tiptoes as you dive down. Exhale, stick your butt out, connect to your center. Halfway lift with your in-breath, heels on the ground. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Lift your heart, inhale. Lift your hips, exhale. Right leg high, breathe in. Stay and hold or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, or aim for your armpit, see if you can get higher. Inhale, three-legged. Now everybody exhale, step forward as soft as you can. Rise up, crescent, inhale. Exhale, hands to ground. Revolve lunge, right arm to the sky, inhale. Exhale, unwind, wide-legged straddle position. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Continue to walk your hands towards the back edge of your mat as you bend your left knee. All of your toes are still facing forward, your butt's sticking out. Right hand on the ground, left arm to the sky, twist. So right foot is pressing down, right leg is long, strong, and powerful. Your left knee is bent. Your spine is in like a halfway lift. It's nice and long. One more round. And release, wide-legged straddle. So go ahead and just hang out in your wide-legged forward fold for about 4 or 5 rounds of breath, anywhere you want to take it, any way you want to explore. Maybe an open mouth exhalation. Ha. All right, friends, next time you inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees as much as you need. And then walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward. From here, standing splits, left leg floats up. So lift your left leg up, 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 spread through your left toes. Let your neck relax, take one more in-breath. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball or forward fold is just fine. If you're in little potato bug ball, big toes touch. Get small and compact with each exhalation. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet all the way up. Arms reach up, stretch. And side body stretch to your right as you exhale. Inhale through center. To your left, exhale. All the way to empty. Reach, inhale through center. Add a baby back bend. Exhale, navel to spine as you curl open. Re-extend, realign, inhale, and then dive down, exhale. Lift halfway, breathe in. Plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa, or you can skip it, so you back in down dog. All right, inhale, left leg high. Stay and hold, or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, left to left, aim for your left armpit. Inhale, three-legged. And then exhale, step forward as soft as you can. Crescent, breathe in and rise, strong legs. Exhale, hands to the earth. Revolve lunge, left arm to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, unwind, walk your hands to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, keep walking your hands towards the back of your mat a little bit as your right knee bends. Left hand down, right arm up. All of your toes are still facing forward. Right knee is bent. Left leg is straight. Breathe down into your belly, work your twist. Take 1 or 2 more breaths. And then let it go, wide-legged straddle, wide-legged forward fold, anywhere you want to take it. Good job, you guys. All right, next time you inhale, come back to a halfway lift, fingertips down, bend your knees as much as needed. Crawl your hands forward, back to a low lunge, and then standing split. So left foot roots, right leg floats up. Hug in with your left inner thigh. Relax your neck, just like a one-legged forward fold. See if you can make your right toes active in some way. Take one more big inhale, reach. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. Right toe comes down next to left big toe, and then tuck and curl or forward fold, just fine. Breathe into your back body. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold and bow. Root to rise all the way up, arms reach up. Hands to heart center, exhale. We'll take it one more time through, adding on a little bit more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cheer pose, sit low. Stay and hold, full round of breath, weight in your heels. Inhale, high mountain, maybe lift up to your tiptoes. Possibly stay on tiptoes as you dive down slowly. Heels on the ground as you halfway lift, lengthen. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga, or straight back to down dog if you'd rather. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. Right leg high, breathe in. Stay and hold, or right knee, left elbow, exhale. Back up, inhale. Right to right, exhale. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, step through as soft as possible. Use your strong core. Inhale, rise, crescent. Listen. Exhale, cactus your arms, bend your back knee, turbo lunge, option to back bend if you want. Inhale, back to crescent. Option to straighten front leg if you want. Exhale, low lunge. Add a twist, breathe in, right arm up. And exhale, release. Walk your hands to the left long edge of your mat. Keep walking them back. Bend your left knee. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Empty out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crawl your hands forward back to low lunge. Inhale, standing splits. Left leg lifts. Tiny little ball. Exhale. All the way to emptiness, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet, all the way up, rise, arms reach up. We've got our side body stretch to our right, exhale. Through center, breathe in. Other side, breathe out. Inhale, center, baby back bend as you exhale. Cactus your arms, squeeze bottom tips of shoulder blades. Re-extend, realign. And as you exhale, dive. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant hands, feet back, chaturanga. Inhale, peel your heart open. Exhale, take your hips up and back. Left leg high, breathe in. Stay and hold, or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Back up, breathe in. Left knee, left elbow, or aim for your armpit, aim high. Inhale, back up. Now everybody use your strong core. Exhale, left foot forward, low lunge. Rise up, crescent, or your back knee can always stay down. Exhale, turbo, option to add a back bend. Inhale, crescent, option to straighten front leg. Exhale, hands come down, low lunge. Twist, left arm to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, unwind, walk your hands all the way over, right long edge of your mat, bend your right knee, left hand down, right arm up, inhale. Exhale, release, wide-legged forward fold. All the way to empty. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, rotate toes forward. Standing splits, inhale. Tiny little potato bug ball, empty out. Inhale, lift halfway. Now listen, exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Pause in your plank. Side plank, right hand is your base. Roll onto baby toe edge of right foot. Left arm up. You could also bring right knee or right forearm down. If your bottom knee is not on the ground, lift your hips really high. Maybe reach your left arm forward. Crescent moon shape, bicep next to gear. Maybe you can float your left leg up. Wherever you are at, 2 more big deep breaths. Slowly and intentionally, we'll make our way to the other side. So come through plank or modified plank. Left hand is your base. Right arm lifts. Hips lift. Feel the strength in your left side, abdominals, those oblique muscles. Maybe right arm reaches forward. Maybe right leg floats up. Couple more rounds, you've got this. Soften your face. End of your next exhale, plank or modify. Inhale at the top. Exhale, lower slowly. Back bend of your choice, lift your heart. And then sit back and rest, child's pose. Breathe into your low back. Find a sense of grounding. Good job, you guys. Open mouth sighs are welcome. All right, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. And then open up your right hip. So bend your knee and peel it open. Take one more inhale. You can stay here. We're moving into fallen triangle. So as you exhale, right knee towards your left elbow. Extend your right leg out so the outer edge of your right foot is on the ground. See if you can pivot to the sole of your back foot. Lift your left arm. Reach it forward. Maybe even let your heart look up towards the sky a little bit more. Press down firmly through your right hand. Breathe. One more inhale. Good job. Exhale. Left hand comes down. Right leg back up. Three-legged dog. Exhale. Bring your right foot to the top of your mat. Low lunge. And then warrior one. I hardly ever teach warrior one, but we're going to rise up to a warrior one. So warrior one stance. I like my feet on two train tracks rather than a balance beam. Back toes are pointed slightly out to the left, slightly forward. Have the intention of squaring off your hips. Arms to the sky. All right, so we're gonna move into a revolve triangle pose. So from your warrior one, bring your right hand to the front of your right hip and straighten your right leg. Use your right hand to push your right hip back. Draw your left hip forward. As you are ready, start to hinge. Reach your left arm way forward towards the opposite corner of the room. So it's like you're reaching kitty corner. Reach, 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 reach. When you can't reach anymore, left hand to the outside of right foot, or if that's too much inside, is just fine. Eventually your right arm to the sky if you want. Try to keep your spine long. Pull your right hip back. If it helps to keep your hand in the crease of your hip, then do so. If you want to, you can pivot up to the ball of your back foot if that feels better on your ankle or your knee. Take two more breaths. Try to keep your right leg as straight as you can. Good job, my friends. End of your exhale. Release. And then just for a moment, standing splits, left leg floats up. Big inhale here. Shiva squat. Exhale, left knee tucks into the back of right. Get small. Inhale, standing splits. Get long. Exhale, step your left toes. Step your left foot back into a pyramid stance. So it's not super long. Both feet are flat on the ground. And again, I like my feet on two train tracks. All right, halfway lift. In your halfway lift, focus on drawing your your right hip back. Your right butt cheek pulls back. Crown reaches forward. And then as you're ready, just fold. Pyramid pose. If you would like, you can bring your hands behind your back and interlace. If you'd like, you can bring your hands behind your back into reverse prayer, reverse namaste. I personally am just going to keep my hands on the ground. Good work. Take one last round. And then at the end of your exhale, just a little bend in your front knee and step your back foot all the way back. So you're in a low lunge. Bring your back knee to the ground gently. If you need extra cushion, you can fold over the side of your mat or use anything you have at home like a blanket or a sweatshirt. Hands to the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot all the way out to the width of your mat, or maybe even onto the I was gonna say hardwood floor, but maybe you don't have hardwood floor. So maybe even off the side of your mat. And then let your back knee and your hips move towards the ground. So your back leg is going down, and then lift your heart up. I'm on my fingertips. Imagine your heart's in a cobra pose. Try to create that. So hips down, heart lifts. Don't let your right knee fall in. If anything, track it out. You can roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot if that helps. Take about 3 more rounds here. Good job, you guys. One last huge inhale, and if you want to, sigh it out. Tabletop position. So however you want to make that transition, just bring your right knee back to meet your left. You'll be on your hands and your knees, right? From hands and knees, modified side plank. So pivot on right knee, left leg reaches back, left arm up. Option to reach left arm forward and float your left foot off the ground if you want. And then final option is to bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your foot, and then work the pose with gentle leverage by kicking foot into leg, leg back into foot. Try not to kick your foot up, but kick your foot back and let your heart look up, let the front of your hips open. Take about 2 more deep breaths. Good work. End of your second exhale, slow release back to hands and knees. And from hands and knees, we're going to move into a thread the needle. So bring your knees at least hips width distance. Option if you want to extend your left leg out to the left with your toes pointing forward. Right arm out to the right, all the way up. Inhale. And exhale, thread it through. So rest down outside of your shoulder, outside of your head on the ground, nice and easy, gently. Anywhere you want to take this for a few deep breaths. If you don't like having your left leg extended, then just set your left foot back, or excuse me, left knee back on the ground. All right, left hand on the ground if it's not there. And on an inhale, unthread your right arm, reach it out and up. Set your right hand down. And then pick up your left foot, swing your left leg off the right side of your mat. So tiptoes on the ground and then pull your hips over to the left as you gaze back over your right shoulder. So really finding length through your left side. You can kind of lean around, rock your body around a little bit. Feel into it. One last big deep breath. And then back to tabletop. Back to downward facing dog. Walk it out. If you want to move through a vinyasa to get back to down dog, fine with me. Ujjayi breaths. Inhale your left leg high. And then peel your left hip open. So bend your knee and feel that opening in the front of your left hip. All right, you can absolutely stay here, otherwise moving into fallen triangle. So one more inhale, and as you exhale, left knee towards your right elbow. Extend your left leg, outer edge of left foot on the ground, pivot to the sole of your back foot if you can, and then reach your right arm forward. You can just press into the inner edge of your back foot if the sole of your foot won't come to the ground. So think of pushing the ground away, lifting your hips and breathing. One more big inhale into your front body. Exhale, right hand down, left leg up, three-legged dog. Inhale. That didn't go gracefully, no big deal. Exhale, step your left foot to the top of your space. Warrior one. So pivot your back heel down. And then rise when you're ready. Remember, back toes slightly out to the right, slightly forward. So it's different than warrior two. And personally, I like my feet on two train tracks rather than a balance beam. Work your hips towards square. A little tone in your belly. And as you are ready, left hand to left hip, straighten your left leg, your front leg. So with your hand here, start to push your hips back. And then hinge at your hips, reach forward. So reach. I used to say it's like you're throwing a football towards the kitty corner. So woo, all the way over there, reach. Eventually, maybe right hand to the outside of left foot, you can use a block. And left arm to the sky. I'm gonna keep my hand inside my foot, because that just seems like a lot today. And I'm also gonna rotate to the ball of my back foot because it feels better on my knee and my ankle. So you do whatever you need to for you. Try to stay rooted through the inner edge of your front foot and pull your front hip, your left hip back. Squeeze your inner thighs, work your twist from your center. Spine is long. Take 2 more breaths. Woo. All right, end of your exhale, release. Into your standing splits, right leg high. Relax your neck, maybe give your head a little shake out. One more inhale, reach. Exhale, Shiva squat, right knee tucks into the back of left knee. Inhale, re-extend, get long. And then pyramid stance, so step your right foot back, about a foot to 2 feet, it depends how long your legs are. Both feet are flat on the ground. I like my feet on 2 train tracks. All 10 toes face forward. Find a halfway lift. You're welcome to use a block or blocks. As you find that halfway lift, pull your left hip back. So maybe again, you use your hand like we just did. Push your left hip back. When you're ready, keep that action as you fold forward. So your left hip keeps pulling back and your left butt cheek keeps lifting up. Big deep breaths to work your fold. Good job, you guys. About 3 more. All right, all the way to empty dive as deep as you can. Then end of your exhale, you can bend your front knee, step your front foot all the way back so you're in a low lunge. And then bring your back knee down. Bring your hands to the inside of left foot, walk your left foot out wide, maybe even off of your mat. And if you've got a really short stance in your legs, it's gonna be really hard to work with this. So maybe you need to scoot your front foot up a little bit, give your hips more space. Back knee is down, start to let your hips come down. And as your hips move down, see if you can let your heart lift. Maybe your hands are on blocks, maybe you're up on your fingertips or your fists. Don't let your front knee fall in. If anything, pivot your toes out to the left a little bit and roll onto the outer edge of your left foot a little bit. Breathe, soften your face. Good job, you guys. About 3 more breaths here. And then find your way slowly into a tabletop position. So however you need to get there, I'm just going to kind of work my left foot back, left knee comes down. And then from here, we'll move into a modified side plank on our left side. So pivot on your left knee, right leg reaches back, and then right arm up, open. So feel the strength in your left side obliques as you push down through your left hand. Maybe right arm forward, maybe right leg floats up. And then final option, only if you'd like, bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your right foot. Kick foot in the hand, pull hand back into foot. Let your heart look up, let your hips, front of your hips open up. Last couple of breaths, spread your toes. Slowly let go, back to hands and knees. Then from hand to knees, we'll move into thread the needle. So knees at least hip width distance apart. And you can keep both knees on the ground or extend your right leg straight out to the right. Toes face forward, sole of your foot is down on the ground. Left arm out and up, inhale. And then thread it underneath, exhale, softly rest. Big deep breaths. All right, if you do happen to have your right hand lifted, slowly start to return your right hand to the ground. And then on an inhale, unthread your left arm, reach it out and up. Left hand down, pick up your right foot and swing your right leg off the left side of your yoga mat. So your toes come off the edge, and then pull your hips to the right as you gaze back over left shoulder. You're making a nice long line with your right side. You can rock around, lean into it, feel into it, breathe into it. Push down more through one or the other hand, maybe bend one or both elbows, last big breath. And then back to tabletop. And either one final down dog or one final child's pose. If you want to move through one final vinyasa to get there, now is your time for that as well. Oh. And whichever pose you have chosen, wherever you're at, couple more breaths, just feeling whatever there is to feel. And then slowly, everybody find your way into a seat. We're going to take a seated hip opener today, but I'm going to give you options. So if you don't want to do a seated hip opener, you can absolutely take regular pigeon. You can roll onto your back and take a supine pigeon. So double pigeon fire log pose. We're going to stack our right shin on top of our left shin like so. Forward so maybe you can see a little better. So try not to put your foot inside your calf like this. Try to get your outer ankle all the way up to your inner knee. Shins parallel. Flex your toes. If your knee is up here, then you're just going to stay here and try to sit up really tall. If your knee is even with or even lower than your hip, then you can start to fold forward. So stick your butt out as you reach your heart forward. Keep the flex in your toes. And if you are somebody that just naturally has really open hips, you're folding forward and you're like, I feel so very little. Flex your toes and press your palms into your feet, soles of your feet, at the same time as you're pressing the soles of your feet back into your palms. And then big deep breaths. Take about 5 more rounds, softening with your exhales. Send your breath down into your hips, last couple. If you are folded forward, slowly start to roll up. And then in between sides, we'll take some windshield wipers. So if you're on your back, you can take them there. If you're in a seat, uncross your legs. Maybe you want to kind of shake out your legs first, but then eventually start your windshield wipers wide with your feet. So you want your feet definitely wider than hips, and the wider the better, really, the more space you're giving your pelvis and your hips. So really work your top knee as you go back and forth, top knee forward and down. I love these, it feels so good. And then as you're ready, friends, so maybe one more round of your windshield wipers, and we'll move into our hip opener on the opposite side. So if you're with me, left on top, just make sure you get both sides. And remember, outer ankle all the way up to your inner knee. If your knee, your top knee is somewhere up here, you're sitting up tall. If your knee is level with your hip, or lower than your hip, flex your toes, butt reaches back. So think of not rounding, but lengthening forward, then softening into it. Soften, use your big, spacious breaths. Think about 3 or 4 more. Side out your mouth anytime. If you are folded forward, end of your next exhale, or whenever you're ready to slowly start to roll up. And then once again, windshield wiper. So when you're ready, uncross your legs and just windshield wiper it out. Keep your feet wide and lower down onto your back. As you lower down onto your back, feet wide, knees fall in towards each other. One hand to heart, one hand to belly. And just feel your breath rising and falling. Feel the weight of your body against the ground. And then slowly just switch your feet. So feet together, knees apart. Soles of your feet come together, knees fall open. And if this bothers your low back at all, move your feet a little further away from your upper body. And again, just feel the rise and fall of your breath. All right, friends, and then move into any inversion of your choice for about 5 to 10 rounds. So anything that will put your hips and or your legs higher than your heart. You're more than welcome. If you've got a wall at home you can use, you can put your legs up the wall or use your wall as a prop. And then after your inversion, so take your time. Slowly come out of your inversion, find happy baby. Rock it out in your happy baby, maybe play a little bit, extend one or both legs, bring your legs together, bring your feet together. And then from happy baby, no rush, but if there's any finishing poses you want to take for yourself, take any finishing poses you would like. So if there's maybe a twist you want to take on your back, or want to even sit up and take seated poses, anything else that will complete your practice for you. And maybe that means just going straight into your Shavasana, which is totally fine. As you settle in, my friends, just let your breath become effortless and let your body really relax and let go. I'll read to you as you find your way into your Shavasana, and then I'll play my bowls for Shavasana and bring you out in a few minutes. So this is by Brianna Wiest, or Weist. You get to choose how you see your life. And so I hope you see serendipity. I hope you know that one day the pieces will add up to something greater than their parts. I hope you seek understanding. I hope you find little wells of joy and let them spring throughout the day. I hope you know that 1,000 failures are the building blocks of your becoming. I hope you are not dissuaded by the dead ends. I hope you know that they are not final destinations. I hope you know that it is the courage to keep beginning that ultimately gets us all to where we are meant to be. So these last few moments, friends, I hope you know that you are right where you are meant to be. Just let yourself really be there and give in, relax. And as much as you can over the internet, take in the sounds, the vibrations of the bowls, and just let them flow through you. Notice what comes, notice what goes, and let it. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. And start to wiggle fingers, toes. Just bring gentle movement back into your body. And then as you are ready, roll to either side, fetal position. Just give yourself a moment to rest there and really soak in your practice. Use your arms to guide yourself up into seated meditation. We'll just close our practice together. So as you come into your seat, bring your hands to your own heart and bow your head to your own heart. We'll just acknowledge yourself for taking the time out of your day to tune in, to be more present, to connect with yourself in a more intentional way. Thank you for letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, friends, good work. Thank you for joining. You guys are amazing.
Those sounds are really cool.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I liked them. Those were really cool, Katie.
Good, yay. Just spices it up a little bit.
I love that it's all improv. Good job.
Yeah, I'm an improv musician, yo. All right, friends, I'll see you next week. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.